A lot of people really freak out with their oral tests because they don't know what to expect. So what we're going to do is go through them now so you've got an idea of what to do. Okay, so in the oral test for grade 5, you have about 4 sections of things you have to do. Number 1 is to clap back a rhythm and say duple, that's 2 time, or triple, 3 time. Remember, if it's in duple time, you can march to it. Then the next test is all about pitch, and this one is naming an interval. So you'll hear it played on the piano, and then you've got to name that interval. Now there's 2 parts to naming intervals. Perfect, or whether it's major, and then the number that comes after it. And in grade 5, you've got to go right from a unison all the way up to an octave. Unison being 1, octave, like an octopus, being 8. And remember, we've got 4, 5, 8 are perfect, as well as a unison. All right, and then part 3 for grade 5, you've got 3 notes in a row, and you'll just sing them, the 3 notes, whether they're the higher part or the lower part. And then finally, you'll get a chord played. What is a chord? A chord is 1 or more notes played at the same time. In this case, you're going to have a chord of 3 notes played, and you've got to sing them either ascending, going up, or descending, going down. All right, let's practice it. Number 1, rhythm. I'm going to play this twice, and you'll clap it immediately back with confidence and say duple or triple. Don't spend too long looking at whether it's duple or triple. Just know that if you can march to it, make the decision. If you can't march to it, it's triple. Concentrate more on the rhythm that's coming. Just letting you know, now at grade 5, we've progressed from some basic rhythms like a minim, 2 beats, crotchets, 1 beat, dotted minims, 3 beats, 1, 2, 3. We've got lots of quavers, 1 and 2, and we've also got semi-quavers, 1 E under, 2 E under in this grade. You've also got some dotted notes in there. Remember a dotted crotchet followed by a quaver? 1, 2, and. You've also got some triplets. A triplet is 3 notes in the time of 2. So instead of 1 and, we have 1 and as a triplet. A lot of the grade 5 oral pieces have an anacrusis. I know you know what that means. What do you think an anacrusis means? In a band, we might just say it's a pickup. Sometimes anacrusis can have more than 1 note. Very, very frequently they do. And anacrusis is 1 or more unaccented notes before the first bar line. Remember that one. A lot of these pieces have an anacrusis. So look out for those. They're going to be just a little bit before the first beat comes in. All right, let's dive into it. Here's an example, and you're going to clap it back after I've played it twice. Clap. Can you march to it? Yes, it's duple. Tricky, yes? It had an anacrusis, remember? And 1, 2, 1 and 2, and a 1 and a 2, and 1, 2. Let's clap that again just for practice. 1 and 2, and 1, 2, 1, 2, and a 1 and a 2, and 1, 2. Right, let's do another one. Clap. All right, that was in duple time or triple time. Can you march to it? Unless you've got 3 legs, you cannot march to that. That's in triple time like a waltz. Let's look at it slowly again. We've got one of those dotted crotchets in it. So you've got 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3, 1 and 2 and 3, and 1, 2. In that particular one, it's in 3/4 time. It's in triple time. Another. Okay, deep breath. Here we go. Clap. This one has tons of semiquavers in it. Can we march to it? Dum, dum, da, da, dum. What do you think? You can march to it? Look. You can march to that. It's in duple time. Don't get worried about clapping fast notes. Practice clapping fast notes. 1 E under, 2 E under. This one had under 1 and 2 under. That's tricky, isn't it? Sometimes we get in our own way when we pause and hesitate. You've got to go forward with your intention with this one. Try and be as confident as you can, and sometimes you just fluke it. You just get it right just because your brain remembers the rhythm more than you thinking about it does. All right. All of these except one have an anacrusis, so chances are in the exam I'd be expecting something with an anacrusis. So let's go on to part 2 of the test. We're going to be having some intervals. Remember, we've got a unison, which is a 1, 1 to 1. A perfect unison. This is a major second. It's also happy birthday. A third, a major third. You can sing do, a dear, a female dear. It's a third. A fourth. Some people like to hum it and then hum up the scale to it. For example, and then hum it up in your head quietly while you count on your fingers. That's 4. Remember, a 4 and a 5 are perfect. So it's a perfect fourth. There's a song we all know, the national anthem of Australia. This is a perfect fifth. And a perfect fifth is Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Alright, up to a 6. I like to think of it as My Bonnie Lies Over the Ocean. We can hum it all the way up. The Clash is a major 7th. There's a song called Bali High. We'll hear that it's a clash, and it's a big interval, isn't it? It's a major 7th and a perfect octave right on the end.